Ladies and gentlemen, we are nearing 2025, and I'm still trying to make 2 points clear. One, men and women have different taste. Two, the sky is blue. According to this study called Tears or Fear, comparing gender stereotypes about movie preferences to actual preferences, there was a quote saying, results showed that men, in stark contrast to women, have a preference for programs with violent or sexual content. For example, Blanchard, 1986, presented their participants with violent material from different sources of genres, i.e. spy movies, war movies, etc. And obviously the men pretty much preferred the violent stuff more to women, who preferred more of the musical, lovey-dovey, let's all get a movie with a big bow and a ribbon written at the end. That's the kind of stuff that women preferred. One of the worst things to ever happen in Hollywood is Hollywood trying to convince us that there's no differences in the taste between men and women. Here's the truth of the matter. Our society, as far as gender is concerned, is extremely integrated, but our souls and our biologies are firmly rooted in segregation. I firmly believe that women do not care about aspect ratios, screen size, screen width, screen depth, and anybody that think women does care about those things, that's the reason you didn't get any vagina in high school. Like Cora asks this question, 99% of roofers, construction workers, brick masons, and concrete workers are male. How do we get this number to be 50-50 between men and women? Why do we need it to be 50-50 between men and women? It let men choose what they want and let women choose what they want. And we're starting to do this exact thing with IMAX. They're trying to force IMAX and 35 millimeter film and 70 millimeter film, and they're trying to force these things on women, and women are not that they're not interested in movies, they're not interested in that aspect of filmmaking. I understand a movie like Reservoir Dogs did not need a female character in it, because once you add the element of a female, you have to change the dynamic of the males. You just do. The only reason we needed a female in Reservoir Dogs is so Mr. Black can shoot somebody in the face. That is it. Look, maybe I'm an old school feminist, but I'm watching a Barbie movie on National Cinema Day. And I remember just having this thought. Margot Robbie did fantastic. Ryan Gosling did fantastic. Everybody, the whole movie was fantastic. I remember thinking to myself, Ken does not need to be in this movie. Every time he's in this movie, it's like he's very nicely and very sensitively steamrolling Barbie. Every scene he was in, he just stole. I just wish that Barbie, the Barbie movie, was 120% woman. I did not feel the need for Ken to be in here taking all the jokes. You know, look, even in this picture, he's upstaging her costume, trying to one-up her. Like, come on, man. Let the women have their thing, dude. When the movie is called Barbie, but somehow you could change the title to Ken and not change a word of dialogue, and it'd been just as successful as a movie. Because Ken was that big in the story. Like, it's Barbie's movie. Let Barbie have her thing. If the Barbie movie was a democracy, Barbie would be the president. And you know what Ken would be? The president's husband. The first man, or the first male first lady, like as Bill Burr would say. Why am I listening to so much Ken in a Barbie movie? Imagine that. Imagine watching a Batman movie and 50% of the dialogue comes out of Catwoman's mouth. You know how upset you'd be if you was watching a Superman movie and all the best jokes were coming out of Lois Lane's mouth? Are you insane? But I'm not the only opinion in the world, and there's an individual named Cinema Ritz who believes that Wicked totally deserves IMAX. Cinema Ritz, I'll say this directly to you. Wicked needed to be in IMAX the same way that Joker needed to be a musical, the same way that I needed a rat in my kitchen this morning. And I'm sure of all the very limited IMAX screenings that it had, it was a beautiful movie to watch in that format. But the people that movie is made for, the gender, the age group, they don't care about 70 millimeter, 15 perforations, anamorphic lenses with the panoramic screens that wraps around in the 4DX with the wall. I got the perfect example. This moment happened in the theater. I saw it on TikTok. I'll play it for you. That woman that jumped up and screamed that, if you found her and asked her 21 questions and they all sounded something like, do you know what 70 millimeter film is? What is a perforation? Do you care if it's 5 or 15? Do you like panoramic long vision? Do you like anamorphic lens? If you ask her 21 questions like that, all 21 times you're going to hear, no, 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 no. What? Huh? What is that? No, what is that? And I'm not saying that it's impossible for a woman to care about. That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the film industry, at least when you get down to the nuances of it, is a lot like bricklaying and a lot like forklift driving and a lot like construction and concrete jobs. It's just going to be more male centric. Don't, if you disagree with what I'm saying, hit the comment section and explain to me, why come Ariana and Cynthia, why are they using these tactics to promote the movie? There's a 5-minute compilation on YouTube called All of Ariana and Cynthia's Wicked Tears and Apologies. They're crying and apologizing to each other and affirming each other. That's how they're getting people to see this movie, because this is what sells women movies. Let Mr. Black and Mr. Orange be kissing each other and rubbing each other's palms, and then you're, hey man, you beautiful too, Mr. Brown. Bro, I don't want to see, come on, what? Robert De Niro and Al Pacino kissing, hugging, and